Hey everyone, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Just getting things set up here. I'm going through OBS this time when I'm doing my live stream, so if the quality doesn't look too good, can you just let me know of the footage? And if the sound isn't good either. Because when you start to do OBS streaming via YouTube, you're affecting the quality a little bit. But do let me know if things don't sound good, alright? Because there's nothing more annoying when you're doing your best to make everything work wonderfully, wonderfully well, and then it starts to fall over because of a little problem somewhere with something. Okay, cool. How you all doing, by the way? If you're just joining in, it is Monday. Hey, Bamana, you're right. Bamana, you're part of the 5-day challenge. Have you seen task 1? Have you seen task 1? I hope you have. I hope you have. Make sure you're doing it. Make sure you do it. And I also need to let you know as well, Bamana, in that I've seen you update your LinkedIn profile and all that. And there's nothing wrong with copying what I've done, but you are leaving yourself open because you've said you do high converting websites and you're an Elementor expert. If anyone challenges you on that, are you going to be able to back it up? So where you've said high converting websites, have you got evidence of any websites that are high converting? Hey Omibi, and also Bomana, where you've said Elementor expert, again, can you back that up? So to be an Elementor expert, you have to be of the expert panel and then also credentials. So I would say be very careful. Okay, because someone could challenge you on it, and then, so maybe think about, you don't have to put the words high converting, change that a little bit, and you don't have to put Elementor expert. You can just put Elementor, or kind of thing. But it's important to just have a think about what you're putting on there, because people will challenge you. I remember once someone put on there. They said marketing and branding leader. And I went to their website and I looked at them and I went, are you really calling yourself marketing and branding? Because your website's got none of it. They hardly use social media. When you go to their Twitter account, their last post was like 3 years ago. And I went, well, you're calling yourself that? And they go, yeah, but we're working on it. I went, but you can't call yourself a marketing and branding leader then. It's misleading. And the minute you do something which creates doubt, people don't want to know you. And they might tell others, hey, watch out for that one. Yeah, don't go there. So think about it. Hey, Jason. So, Jason, I did your website review, your homepage review, literally 1 hour ago. I've got to edit it, but it will go live in 12 hours' time. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll see it, okay? It was a good website. There were just some points I had about the fonts, some of the colors in the header, and the spacing of some of the images, especially when you get to the mobile, but I'm not going to talk about it because I'm going to leave it for the video tomorrow, okay? You'll see it. No, it was a really good website. Really good content. It just needed a bit. I think on the mobile, when you go to mobile, you'll notice some stuff is either too spaced out or too cramped. But don't start changing it now. Just wait till tomorrow, okay? But everything I've suggested is so easy to fix. So easy. And I don't know if you're running any optimization software on that website, because your mobile score was, rate averaging between 50 and 60 and all of that. So I don't know if you are running anything. If not, I would definitely recommend, getting something in like Auto-Optimize or something like that. But yeah, cool. Don't worry, Jason. I know it's late. I had loads of stuff on, especially with the how to get clients and the rank math video that I did yesterday. I wanted to get those out. 85 is fine. DG. 85, in fact, anything over 80 is okay. You can't always be perfect. I would always aim for over 90. But if you're hitting 85 and you can't really do anything more, that's good. The main thing is it will get indexed. It will eventually appear on Google, and you've boosted the chances of it being found with keywords, with the content, the description, whatever you've done for it, okay? That is enough, okay? We can't all hit 100% for everything, right? You know, the way we look, the way we dress, what we do, everything, same with websites. Anyone out there who always gets 100% for anything, look at the content. And you'll be like, well, there's not much there. Or it's very lovely and done to get 100%. And when you look at the content, you go, that is so boring and rubbish, right? So just look at the, you know, if you're getting a decent score for your content and what you're aiming for, that is fine. Is the video and the sound okay? Because I'm now going through OBS to do the stream, the quality will be affected. But if it's coming through okay for you, please do confirm and let me know. I hope it is, mainly because I don't want to affect quality. But the reason I'm going through OBS, the reason is so that if I started looking at something or whatever, look, I'll show you what I mean. Look, if I just go back into OBS, right, I can now do this, right? Look, I can do this now. So I could put my finger on command and I can do this. Do you get what I mean? Look, hello everyone, look, whoa, what's going on? Crazy stuff. Okay, so if I wanted to now, you know, like expand on the screen or whatever, like, you know, what I've just done there. So I could now show you my screen, or maybe we're looking at something else or whatever. We can do that as well. So that's quite cool. Nice little thing now we can do if I'm sharing screens or stuff like that. Anyway, I'm deviating too much now. I'm just going to stick this down here so I can see my screen. Okay, cool. I am going to put my headphones in a bit, just because I'm going to start editing. And Jason knows what I'm editing. But I will be editing a video in a moment. In fact, I've got 2 videos to edit. We actually got quite a lot on at the moment. So today we kick-started our 5-day free challenge again. I've got to check comments and replies and messages that are coming through for that. I've also got a live chat at 5 p.m. tonight, but that's only for the challenge people. Got 2 videos to edit. One of them is Jason's review of his homepage. And then the other one is a video about Woocommerce Payments. I did a video 6 months ago. Loads of people like it. But for 2022, I just want to clarify Woocommerce Payments, Stripe Payments, and PayPal, and how a lot of people, they create a shop, they go to PayPal Payments, and then they realize, oh, I have to convert it to a business account. And then they realize, oh, now I got to get verification. And they thought it was just going to be super easy. And anyone out there that's using a personal PayPal account for a business, you really should change it, because one day you're going to get caught, or there will be an issue, and the moment a customer is not happy or complains or wants a refund and they contact PayPal, and PayPal know that you're using that personal account as a business account, your details are going to get passed over to tax office and whatever, okay? So I recommend that if you've ever created a shop or something for someone, and they used their PayPal account and they used their personal, and they knew what they were doing, fine, that's not your problem. But if you just set it up without advising them that they need to have a business account, I would recommend you make sure they convert their account to business. My preference is I have my personal account for eBay, Amazon, and whatever else I want to buy. And then I have my business PayPal account. That is just for the business, okay? Payments, consultation, whatever, you know, website design, that is all there. We keep them separate, so if ever there was an audit or an issue, they don't need to know that I bought these off Amazon. They don't need to know that, okay? Because that was not to do with the business. That's my personal stuff. But if you're using your personal PayPal for your business as well, okay, and there's an issue, and you bought a table for your house and it wasn't for the business, it will get classed as for the business, because you've now muddied the waters with what was business and what wasn't. So if ever you were liquidated or someone took, you had to go to court or whatever, and you bought a new TV under the same account, problems. So please do things. So for people out there, so Bamana, other people, all this, if you're starting off and you got a PayPal account or a Stripe account or whatever you're using for your payments, I strongly recommend that you have 2 different accounts. Now, my bank account is the same, but I have a separate business bank account as well. Okay, again, I'm keeping them separate, all right? Because, look, it's up to you, okay? It is entirely up to you what you do, okay? But if you want to run the risk, just get ready for problems later on, because you will. Believe me, you will get problems. And anyone that says, oh, no, you can get away with it, don't worry about it, I've been doing it for years. All it takes, because the problem is now, when you're working in web design, there could be an issue that happens at any one time. Maybe you built a website and it got hacked. Maybe a backup's got lost. Maybe someone has a dispute over design, a deposit, or a maintenance plan or something, okay? So I strongly recommend you protect yourself, okay? I cannot stress that enough, because a lot of people don't. In the very, very early days, when I first started using PayPal for stuff, whatever, I had one account, and then my brain clicked into gear. All right? Because I heard of some horror stories of people having problems. So don't set yourself up to have a problem in life. What are you all working on, by the way? What are you all working on? Anything good? Anything exciting? I worked out how to do 4K recording and uploading for my son when he does his PlayStation 5 recordings, because he does a lot of Fortnite, Slime Rancher, Minecraft. He's brilliant at it. He is super good at them. And he's got people contacting him now saying they want to learn more. And he's only 6. And he's super good on Minecraft. So I've said to him, focus your videos on how to do a house, how to do a flat, how to do a fortress, how to do stuff. Make your videos focused and intelligent. People will come and watch them and your subscribers list will grow up. He's already got 281 subscribers, which isn't bad because he only started his channel about a year. No, it was a year and a half ago he started it. And he took a break from it last year. He didn't record videos for nearly a year, but he'd already had 200 odd, but he's got 281 now. And I keep telling him, look, you could really grow, you know, which would be great for you as you grow up. And then your video won't just be about PlayStation. It might be on other stuff as well. Rank math, definitely rank math. For sure. I'm telling you, like, if you want to use anything else, you can do, right? Don't get me wrong, okay? Yoast is good. Yoast is okay. But all-in-one, SEO, Yoast, there's another one I tested. But rank math, easy, does the job, clarifies everything you need, and it is just super, super brilliant. And, by the way, don't forget, I have this rank math video, okay? Rank math, I can't even spell, tutorial, all right? This new video that came out yesterday. Go and watch it. Are you going to review the photography website today? Was that your website, or maybe on the Elementor.com? Was that yours on, the Elementor Facebook group? It was yours, wasn't it? It was yours, wasn't it, Amiibi? I can't remember, because you didn't send it to me as a link, did you? I don't think you sent it to me as a link. You didn't email me it. Yeah, it's that one. Can I ask you to do something, Amiibi? Can I ask you just to email this address? And if you want, are you happy for me to do it for you right now? Let's do it live. Do you want me to do it right now? So if you email me with the URL, I'll do it right now. If you want, if you're happy for that, we'll do it on screen. Hey, Lowell. There's tons of appointment booking forms. Appointment hour booking is really good. There's WP booking system as well. If you've got the budget, Amelia is super good, but you need a big budget for it. It's silly expensive. What's the best speed plugin you've used? Autoptimize. Always, without fail. I've used Perf Matters. I've used WP Rocket. Autoptimize. Serafinite is really good too. Serafinite, but you got to pay for that. Or Autoptimize if you want free. NitroPack sucks. NitroPack, no matter what you want to believe or you think, NitroPack cheats the system, okay? It loads up a dummy page to get you right up there. And Google and people know about this, and eventually you're just going to get hit in your rankings, all right? It's not worth it. So many people have a really bad website, mobile. They put NitroPack. They're like, hey, I got 99%. And I go, but your website doesn't look good. The content's not good. The flow, whatever, things are slow. Yeah, but NitroPack, 99%. Because you're cheated. But real life people, when they're looking at your website in real life, they are not going to like it. So was it worth NitroPack to cheat the system? And you're losing people. People are going to get put off by the fact that when they actually go to your website, it is slow to load. Your NitroPack 99% score is not going to make them stay. So think about that. Yeah, go for it, Amoebi. Go for it. So Noreen says, if I use Rank Math to connect to Google Search Console, will it automatically connect to Google Analytics? No, it won't. I'm in Europe. I'm in UK. We have no problems with Google Analytics. Seriously, can you please watch this video? So Noreen, watch this, okay? Because this video will tell you how to do the Google Search Console and the Google Analytics, how to set it up and how to make sure it's connected. It shows you. It's time-stamped. When you look at the video, look at the description, and it will tell you what time is Google Search Console, what time is Google Analytics. It's quite early on. I think it's around the 15-minute, 16-minute mark. Go in and look at it. That will tell you what to do. You need to do both. You need to do both. All right? Believe me, you don't want to skip it. Too many people just do Search Console and go, that's fine. No, you need to do both. And it's free. I mean, I've done it in a tutorial, right? 5 minutes to do it in a tutorial, and that's me talking. It'll take you 5 minutes. Dead easy to do. The 5-day challenge started today. And if you're not in the group, you can't join in now, unfortunately. Cutoff is done now. So emails would have gone out. You would have had notifications on your mobile phone as well. It all started today. It started. So if you didn't sign up, you got to wait now. And I don't think we're going to do it again until, let me get this right. We'll do another one in April, towards the end of April. Yeah, I've got it. Don't worry. I've got your website, Amoebi. I've got it. So what I'm going to do, okay, is I am going to do a review of Amoebi's website. And we're going to do it live, everyone. We are doing this live, okay? So Amoebi has given his permission. We're going to do this live. How exciting, people. We are doing it live. Did you sign up? Did you, okay, when you signed up, did you go through all of the notifications? So you would have had notification, Shivam, to submit your mobile phone number, and you would have had to have clicked through certain actions. Did you go through all the actions? Because if you went through all the actions, because we'll know, so I just need to know, did you go through all the actions? If you didn't go through the actions, that might be why you're not in it at the moment. So before I do Amoebi, Payzap has said, why don't you make a tutorial of fully optimized e-commerce website? I've already done a tutorial. If you go to our site tutorials, I've already done a e-commerce website and I did some basic optimization. I haven't done a fully optimized one yet because that takes quite a lot of time. And to be honest, if you know how to optimize a basic website, you should be able to apply that to an e-commerce as well. It's not that different. So whatever you do with rank math in terms of like your pages, your posts, your keywords, all of that stuff, you would just make sure that you do kind of like the same to your single products and all of that as well. So you go to your single product, you just got to make sure you got your keywords in. No, oh right, yeah, France and Austria, they banned Google Analytics. Is that because of GDPR and all of that? Well, that's a pain, isn't it? I just think that loads of countries and people are so afraid to kind of like just accept technology. So Shivam is saying, I think I was redirected to a Facebook group and then I created a Facebook account and then joined the group. Is there anything else I need to do? Yeah, so if you go into the group, if you go into the Facebook group, okay, you'll see task 1. Task 1 is there. You'll see task 1. You can't miss it. It was posted at 6 a.m. British time already. So go in and you'll see task 1. The links are there. And you would have got a email as well from Web Squadron saying, okay, you can now go in. So, Lowell, what e-commerce website theme do folks here recommend? Hello. You don't need Astra. You don't need Astra. You just need Hello. And if you need good filtering, you then use Themify. Hello and Themify is a free plugin. Themify is a plugin for filters in WooCommerce. It's brilliant. So good. You don't need Astra. You don't need Stormwind. You don't need their shop templates, okay? Astra loads stuff that is not always good. It bloats in the background. And it's not great for speed and all that. You don't need Astra. You just need Hello. You just build it. Yeah, you got the email. There you go. There's the email. Right. Let me now crack on to... let us now crack on to Ameeby's website. There we go. Look, we're on Ameeby's website. Can you see it? Ta-da! Right, let me just change the screen size a little bit so we can just see it a bit better. Like so. Are you nervous, Ameeby? Are you nervous? Okay, right. So we're going to do a quick, super duper review of Ameeby's website. And we're going to look at it in the mobile as well. Let me just go for Responsinator. And we're going to stick this one in as well. Like that. There we go. Right. Okay, cool. Right. So let's do your website, Ameeby, live. Jason, you're thinking, why didn't I do this for you? I did a special video for you, all right? But this is going to be a quick one here. Okay, everyone. Right. So we go in. The logo. The logo's not clear for me. So you see there you got Newton Prime. Because you got that like vignette effect where it's kind of shaded around. Okay, let me just change my camera a little bit like that. Where you've got the shaded effect. Oh, God, it's moved again. Let's just go there. Right. You know you got that shaded effect around there, yeah? I don't like that. Get rid of that. Just have it as white without the faded on the prime bit at the end, okay? Get rid of that, okay? Don't do that. Over here, about services, you can actually space this out a bit more. The spacing there is like, that looks like it's just like 20 pixels. I would increase it to about 40, 30, 40 in between. That can be spaced out more. The button, I like the color. It's a nice, you know, it's not too bright, it's not too bold, but it works for me fine. But I would space this out a bit more. And I would also make a decision. Is that going to be in the center or is it going to be more towards the right? Because at the moment, that is not center. If it was center, your about would start here-ish and then go to there and your contact would be this way a bit more. So I would say that this will look better if this is all here. So get your spacing sorted out, but I would have the same amount of spacing here. Get it over to your right-hand side, okay? Because it just looks off-center for me. Capture the beauty in simplicity. Okay, can I give you a tip here? put the T here in lowercase and put the in lowercase as well. When you capitalize words, it's an impact word. Capture the beauty in simplicity. Does that make sense? Capture beauty, simplicity, capital. Right? But the and in lowercase, right? So just change the casing for that and that. Does that make sense? Okay. Right, so do that. A cinematography brand dedicated to quality photography and videography. Right, okay. We've got repetition going on here. Cinematography brand, photography, videography. There's too much graphy in there. So I would change that to say, I would even take out the word a cinematography brand, and I would change that to be dedicated to quality photography and videography. Get rid of the cinematography brand and just say dedicated to quality photography and videography. Hey Mark, good to see you. So we're doing a quick review of Ameeby's website live here, his homepage. Yeah, does that make sense, Ameeby? Get rid of this bit here, capitalize the D there, left-hand side, book a shot now. I like that, book a shot now. I like that. What I will say, though, is you've got this grey colour when I hover. I'm not sure if that grey is working for me. I'm not sure if that grey is working for me at the moment, but I'll come back to that maybe later. Let's just go down. You do need to increase the padding here, or the margin. That looks to me to be... I'll tell you what it is, actually. I'll tell you what it is exactly. So that is about... It's about 40, okay? I would increase that to be at least 70 or 80. Nearly doubling it, okay? Because it's just too close. The other thing here is, you see what you've got here? You've got this image. Very big image, right? Very big and powerful image. And the wording here is in the middle. So you've got this big image. So I come down and I see this image. And then I've got to go down even further to read. Now at this point, if I'm on a MacBook or a Surface Pro or whatever, I've now cut off the top of the image to read the text, maybe, okay? Because I might go like that and have it center screen. I would make this image smaller in height. You either shrink it a bit or smaller in height. The other thing I would do is this column is too close. So this column, go to your margin for that column and make it right 60. So you got to have, so the wording here stops about here. You got to have some spacing. It's just too close. But I would definitely make this image smaller. In fact, I would say make this image, don't be bigger than, I would say that if this was your wording, I would not make this image bigger than that. So I'm saying that, if you've got your image, really, it doesn't want to be bigger than about that. Okay, and this is about... I don't know, 380 in width and about 420 in height. Okay, let's go to 430, something like that. You don't want to be bigger than that. Is that making sense? Can you see the sizing there? I know I'm defeating the object of the image and I'm condensing it down, but you go to image, right? Style, you go to height. You do your height, and underneath it a new setting will appear as soon as you do height to pick cover. So because, so I would definitely do that, because otherwise it's a very big, loads of white space and loads of white. It just feels like you've shoved in a big image. Oh, you got the wording there as well. So, think about that. Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to quickly stop for a moment. So Phil has asked a question here saying, how do I make a vertical scroll section down the page? A vertical section scroll down the page. What do you mean by that, Phil? Because all sections will scroll down the page. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, so back to Ameeby. What we offer, because see the spacing here? See that spacing? I would increase that a tiny bit. Okay, just a tiny bit more, 20 pixels. I am going to say, though, that what we offer, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Services, you're using the same style, fine. Look at these images. Look at the size of these images. This is nice. This is good. Obviously, because I'm using a MacBook and I've condensed it so it looks fine on OBS and everything, I bet if I was to increase this size, let me just go back here. Right, so look, I've increased my size and your anniversary is still cropped over onto 2 lines. You're wrapping. So because you've got that going on there, what you need to do, let me just get this back again like that. You need to change your sizing here because you've obviously gone for a boxed width, but your wording there, use REM, and I would shrink it so that anniversary fits perfectly on 1 line, okay? Because at the moment, if I just pick myself up over here, let me just put myself over here. Can you see that? Corporate events, birthday, modeling. I mean, even here, if you shrink the font all the way across, this might come down onto 2 lines. It might, but at the moment, this here, in fact, I think you should get rid of the modeling or runway events. I would change it to just, get rid of runway events and just have modeling. I would even get rid of maybe events, no, corporate events, leave that, birthday, get rid of runway events and just have modeling. Wedding stroke anniversary, just shrink them all. Shrink them all to be consistent, okay? You might need to email me, Phil. You can't upload on live chat, so email me at info@websquadron.co.uk. Right, let's get back to the website. Because we're loving this, aren't we, Amoebi? We are loving it. Right, see the spacing here? Consistency, right? Get this spacing here to be 70, 80 pixels. In terms of margin or however you want to do it. Make sure you got the same here. Make sure you got the same here. So that it now feels like a new section, okay? It just feels like a new area on the website. Breathing space as well. This is good, but what I will say is, okay, you've gone for the masonry style, fine, okay. I'm like this with masonry effects, and I'll tell you why. You have got perfect images here. Hey Ant, dum. 4 images, nicely leveled out, etc. Okay? Then you've gone to gallery and we've gone to masonry. And I understand the masonry effect, as do most of you. But a user who doesn't is going to come here and go, whoa, it's not even. Oh my God, he hasn't done it. Oh my God, did he not know that? Has he got it wrong? So if you are going to have what I call the geometric layout, everything has, right angles perfectly placed. You don't want to now go for what I call the more abstracting effect. Things just fit. I like the masonry effect, but the masonry effect works better when you have a mixture of portrait landscape images, right? Do like that. Everything is different. Then it works so well because it's like a brick effect. A mosaic, masonry, that's what it is. Because these are all, in my opinion, just rectangular images, make them the same height, right? Make them the same height and make sure you've picked cover when you set them up, however you do it. Because it's breaking my vision. It's just too jagged, yeah? Exactly what Ant said. If you do portrait and landscape, vertical, horizontal images, masonry is wicked, but when it's all one, just go for that. Okay, just quickly, just checking the messages before I continue. Hey, Soom, how you doing? What's up? He's got an issue. All 3 plugins on one of my sites are not receiving updates, but check your hosting. Check your hosting, because some hosts block enabling updates. Okay, check your hosting. Or what you do is just go to your WordPress website and in your top corner it says updates, click update, and then it will now pull through all the latest updates. Right, back to the site, Amoebi. By the way, Amoebi, is this helping you? Because there were tons of comments for you on the Elementor group, and I was a bit like, well, does he still need me? Is this helping you? Right, get this to be equal, not the masonry effect, okay? And I'm even tempted to say get rid of the spacing. Because you got no spacing here. And I like that. I love the way it just connects. And then you got spacing. I might say get rid of the spacing. Oh my God, Zoom, you're your own host. Again, equal spacing at the top. So if you go for 80 pixels, 80, 80, 80 all the way through. Testimonials is fine. I don't mind the spacing here because testimonials is its own entity. Having the space is fine. I think the thickness of this border is too much, and I would drop it to just be 1 or 2 pixels, right? Okay, I would just say drop it a bit because everything is kind of nice. And then we're going to borders. I would say just drop it to be 1 or 2 pixels. You'll get there soon. You might just need to double check your hosting. Okay, right. Back to Amoeba. Again, look, spacing, right? Chat with us. Okay, I'm not sure about that grey. I have to be honest, I'm not sure about that grey. I'm thinking that where you've got this reddish colour, orangey burnt colour, yeah, I would go for an even more burnt colour. So go for a darker shade of that red. So whatever that red, orangey, whatever it is, burnt colour is, go for a darker shade of that. Jumping to grey, it just jumps too much to a completely different colour of the spectrum. It's like I've seen some websites, they've got a blue button and you hover over it and it goes to red. And I'm like, what? What are you going from blue to red for? That going to grey, it just jumps too much. And I would go to a darker shade of that colour for when you hover. Yes, so get in touch, chat, or fill the form. This is nice. I think this is nice. I would be tempted to make this a boxed width, okay? And I know you've got these 2 lines here, but I would make this a boxed width of about... Oops, have I done that right? No, I didn't. I don't think I did that right. Wait, where's my thing gone? There you go. Right, I think you should make it a boxed width of about 800. So go to something about like there. Right, make it about that big there. Slice up a bit left and right. The form comes in. Because you've got all this lovely content on your website, right? Okay, let me get rid of that. You've got all this lovely content on your website, yeah? And then it comes in. Let me get my camera right on the mouse. It comes into the form. And then it might go back out to the footer. So you're almost creating like an hourglass effect. It's just the way our eyes sometimes work. And I think the form coming in would be nicer. How's everyone else finding this, by the way? Are you still here with me and watching this? Is this helping you guys think as well? Book now, yeah, that's... I would actually put the book now button over here. Because you've got a lot of content here. And when they're finished writing, they've probably already finished typing. They can quickly move the mouse there, click. They're not going that way with the mouse. It's just the way our brains work, okay? Left to right, okay? We tend to go like that. So I would just have a button there. If it was a small form of only 3 or 4 fields, having it in the center or left is okay. Because it's a small, thin form. Because your form is quite wide, or even 800 pixels, it's still wide, have your button in down here, okay? Sorry, let me get myself out of the way so I'm covering it. Have your button here. Sorry, here. Have your button there, okay? Does that make sense? Good, good, good. Hey, Anchi. Anichi. Sorry, not Anchi. Anichi. Hope you're okay. Yeah, Zoom, if you're getting issues like that, disable. It might be optimization plugin. It could be a caching plugin. Right, let's get down to your... now, down here, okay, I think you should move the Google Maps to over here. I would even make it smaller. That is way too big. I would make it about... I would actually make it be about something like that. So cut off a good chunk of it, okay? I would also put your studio address and business phone here. So swap the columns. I would have your logo here. Underneath it have these 2 left aligned here. And then you might want to put anything else like social sharing. Where's your Facebook? Where's your Twitter? Where's your LinkedIn? People, you might think that people don't care about that, but believe me, if you're a professional, right, or whatever, get your LinkedIn in, get your Twitter, get your Facebook, your Instagram. You know, if you're taking photos, you must be sticking them somewhere. And you're only sharing some stuff on your gallery, and you've got another gallery here, but show them off. Let them know that they can connect with you. They can chat with you. Oh, sorry, you have got them. Sorry. That's really stupid of me. It was there. Calm down, everyone. They are there. But what I would do is you have your map over here. You have your logo here. You have all this stuff here. And then over here in column 1, you stick these. So column 1's got everything. And then column 2's got the map. Does that make sense? You got all this stuff here. And then you got the map. And then underneath, you have this stuff here. All right? You know, your link, all of this stuff, whatever, okay? These icons here, can you space them out a tiny bit more? They're a little bit too close, you know. I would just space them out a tiny bit more, okay? Like, make sure there's at least 5 to 6 millimeters spacing between them there, yeah? Let me now, right, that's your desktop. Let's now jump to the mobile. Here we go to the mobile. I'm using Responsinator for anyone who's not aware of it. You just stick the URL in and away you go. By the way, this is super good if you want to look at tablets and all this malarkey and stuff as well. Let's just click your menu. Right, first thing about your menu. That needs to be black. That needs to be black and make the bars white. Okay, because you're drawing my attention to the navigation menu and I'm bypassing your logo. That should be secondary to the logo. Logo, get rid of the faded away effect. If you can get a bolder, I don't know, I think the size of it is fine, but definitely get rid of the faded effect. Make that black and have white bars. You need to go into your navigation bar. I think it's the style or the content, one of the two tabs. And you need to increase the, I think it's called divider. I think it's called divider space or something like that. You need to increase that. So this starts further down. There is a setting for you to increase the divider space. And when you do that, it will push this down. Because look, it's cutting across the logo. That just doesn't look good. You know, and if this is going to be, it's not a sticky header, but I would say you're better off getting it start here. So increase it to push it down to here. Because it's like, why have you got the line? And I'm also going to say, if I go back here, do you need that line? I don't think you need that white line. I really don't. I think you can get rid of that white line. I get why you've got it, but I don't think you need it. And I would even get rid of the white line here. I don't think you need it. Really don't. Capture the beauty and simplicity. Again, lowercase t, lowercase I. Okay, make sure you do that. Get rid of the words, get rid of this, and have, get rid of that. Just have a dedicated to quality photography and videography. Capital D, capital Q, right? Capital P, capital V, right? Really stress and, strengthen that wording. Dedicated to quality photography and videography. Get rid of that. Get rid of that bit there. Get rid of all of that. Not needed. Book a shot now. Again, we've discussed the color over there. Whatever spacing you do between your sections, make sure it's consistent. I would not have this centered. I would have this left aligned because about Newton Prime, I don't mind that being centered, okay? But if I was you, because these are chunky paragraphs, left aligned them. It doesn't look good centralized like that. That image size is okay. That's fine. Just watch your spacing though. Consistent spacing. This is okay, but again, adjust your sizing for your font. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Take a look. Gallery. Okay. Look, this is all okay. Sorry, let me go for modeling. Right, okay, this is all okay what you've got here, but I would be tempted to get rid of the spacing again, okay? Because you've got no spacing here. I would get rid of it here, okay? Now, here's the slight danger with the gallery, okay? Let's see how many images now. Look, that's a lot of scrolling I'm doing, and they're lazy loading. I would change this gallery on the mobile to be 3 images wide. 3 images wide. And you might say, well, that's going to look small. It doesn't matter. If they're intrigued, they'll click it and the light box will open up and you get to view it. Okay? If they're not bothered, they'll scroll. They just scroll past it. But you're asking them to scroll a lot. That's quite a lot of scrolling, yeah? And if they need to quickly go back to the top, they've got to go all the way back to the top. So I would do a 3 images for the mobile. Okay, it will look so much better, trust me. Testimonials. Again, like I said, your border, I would drop it to 1 or 2 pixels wide. And again, like we've discussed, it repeats from the desktop. Look at your spacing. Right, just look at your spacing, how close things are, how far apart they are. Try and get them to be consistent. I mean, this doesn't need to be that big far away from chatters. Look, over here, this is, say, what? 20, 25 pixels, 20, 25 here as well. The space you have here should match here and here. Have equal spacing, and it then flows. it then flows that this is the contact touch us bit, okay? Get in touch with us. But when you have too much spacing, it starts to feel not disengaged, detached from what you were trying to do there. Let's just scroll down. Yeah, fine. Again, look. The map should be in column 2. So have everything else, your social sharing icons, get the map in column 2. And then you come on to the final bit of your footer. Now, shall we have a quick look at your page speed insights as well while we're here? Shall we do the page speed insights? Very quickly. Remember, everyone, this is not about picking faults or anything like that. We're just helping out Obimi with some Amoebi. Sorry, not Obimi, Amoebi. Really sorry about that. Said it wrong. Essential add-on zoom is a massive culprit in many times when I'm working with people. Essential add-ons always crops up. Ocean WP, essential, premium add-ons as well sometimes is a culprit. Assume it doesn't matter if it's a popular plugin. It's just that they don't test everything. And everyone then blames Elementor and WordPress. It's nothing to do with Elementor and WordPress. It's to do with the plugins. And every time there's an update, right, they need to be checking. They need to be checking their working. And they don't. They often wait for it to be reported. And then they go, oh, it's Elementor update. Well, Elementor is the umbrella. You're coming in to support it. So you're the one that needs to update. Right, let's just go into your page speed insights. Let's click on the desktop. Okay, desktop 76%, which is quite surprising actually. Okay, so your images are in JPEG. Whoa, that is a big JPEG. That is a big JPEG, and I bet you're loading images that are like desktop sized, probably bigger because they're photography, right? Even after compression. I mean, in fact, no, that's Unsplash. Sorry, that's Unsplash. But you have got images in here, right? So some of your images, you just need to... what size do they need to be on your screen, right? So if they're only 200 pixels wide by whatever height, scale it to be that height, okay? Do that. And then stick them in. I would convert them into WebP. People don't agree with me on that, but I would convert them to WebP. People say, oh, but if you've got a really old operating system or an iPhone, which is iOS 13, it won't work. I don't care. We're now on iOS 15.2. It was fine since iOS 14, Safari, all of that. If you don't want to update, we're not living in the past. Move on, okay? It's like someone saying, it's like someone, I don't know, it's like in the old days, I remember in the old days when MSN and Yahoo Messenger first came out, people were like, oh, just call them up, just send them an email, what's all this? It was like, times move on. Technology moves on. All right, quick question from George before I continue. Can I have an editor add edit text to a template but not allow him to remove, change sections? No. No, you can't. In fact, I don't think you can. No, you can't. You can't, even with editor mode and all of that. You can't. Because I remember looking into this. Yeah, WebP with a fallback. But I have to be honest, if you do a search for WebP now, nearly all of the platforms do. And sometimes someone says, oh, Firefox is a bit funny. How many people do you know in the world are using Firefox browsers? It's like that percent. Tiny percent. And if you've got a really old machine or whatever, you probably can't even watch 4K. You probably can't even access some other websites or, whatever's. And it's kind of like, I just say to people, get over it. I build websites and whatever for the now and for the future. As much as I can, not for the past. Oh no, Phil, do you build for the past? Oh my God, no. Your server speed time, that's going to be down to your server. You can't do much about that. And you got render blocking now. I'm going to check your mobile though, because that could be related to optimization. So let me go to your mobile, okay? 55%, and what? Okay, this isn't fair, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to quickly redo it. There's a good chance that you need to go to your server and your website and purge your cache, regenerate your CSS and purge your cache. Because at the moment, this is bringing through the HTML view of your mobile site. So we're not getting all the images and text malarkey and all of that. So I don't think there's much point in me looking at it. Let me check again. There you go. Now it's brought it through 43%. Oh my God, it's gone worse. Your server speed, you know, you might run this 3 or 4 times and the speed might be okay. But you can see the issue here. There is a big delay, and that could be your server. Look at this, next-gen images. Look, these are big images for the mobile. They don't need to be a megabyte in size. Not at all. Scale them to how they're going to look. Defer off screen. Make sure that your section, go to your section, go to overflow and select hidden. You don't want them to do that because that means that some of these images are creeping out of the size of the mobile. Render blocking. It looks to me like you're not using an optimization plugin. Watch our video, page speed 2022, okay? Auto-optimize. Use auto-optimize, my friend. It will bump your score up like... You might hit 70% just by doing that. Server speed, that's just down to your server. You know, that will go up and down in the day. Efficiently encode images. Look, get your images sized. Look, this image here, it's a megabyte. It only needs to be 190. It's a JPEG. Scale it, convert it to WebP, right? In fact, convert it to WebP first, get it in and scale it to what size it roughly needs to be. It doesn't matter if it's not perfectly scaled, but I bet that image is ridiculously big. Reduce unused CSS. Look, this is going to be your optimization. Jetpack. Jetpack is useless, right? It's the most useless plugin ever. I know people go, oh, but it's really good. It's rubbish. I'd get rid of it. I would preload your fonts. You haven't preloaded your fonts as well. Look, all of this. Watch the video, page speed. Go to my videos, right? My channel, YouTube, right? You know YouTube. Page speed 2022. It was released about in January time. It goes over all of this stuff, right? You go over here, okay? You basically click this, right? Okay. Actually, no, you don't click it because it downloaded it. Sorry. You go over here and you do copy link, right? You go to asset cleanup or something like that, or whatever you're using, and you preload these fonts. Because this is at the minute going to Google to get your font. I had an argument with someone yesterday who was like, why does my website need to go to Google? It's in Elementor. And I'm like, no, Elementor are fetching it from Google as well. You're adding on a delay. I mean, I know the potential saving here is 0, but don't be fooled by that. Preload it, okay? Preload it. And the rest of this you don't need to worry about too much. But then all of this stuff you can do to boost your score. Right, Amoebi, I'm going to stop there, okay? Because we've spent a lot of time going through your website, okay? Does this help you? Are you now on a better roadmap as to how to help your desktop and your mobile and your page speed score? Okay? That's about as much help as I can give you on that. I hope it helps. Okay? I really hope it helps, mate. Because the website's got the potential there, right? It's kind of in the right place. It just needs a bit of tidying up, sorting a few things out. Okay. I hope that's good for you, Amoebi. Let us know in the chat if that's helped you out and you're feeling on the right path now, okay? Good man, good man. No probs, okay? I saw all the comments people were putting, and sometimes what they're saying, it makes sense, but if they don't put an image or try and advise you on what you should do, because a lot of them, they go, oh yeah, that don't look right. And you kind of go, well, you didn't give him a solution. You didn't advise him on what to do and all that. Yeah, I came back to the studio yesterday, well, no, Saturday night, because there was a problem with the extra microphones. Something wasn't right. I plugged in, so I've come back to use this. Oops. Yeah. There you go, Soon. Firefox is fine now. Well, it will be fine completely. You know, it's like, look Look, it's okay in Chrome, it's okay in Edge, it's okay in Safari, it's okay on your mobile phone as well, you know, iPhone, Android, whatever. So if there's a tiny percent, right, I'll tell you now, if there's a tiny percent that use old systems or whatever, okay, they're probably most likely not even going to convert. And I'm going to say it now here. And if you're offended, I'm really sorry. But if people don't want to move with the times, they're going to be the ones that don't want to even buy anything. I'm not buying that. I don't like that. Whatever, okay? They're not going to be the people that convert anyway, right? So stop trying to make your life a misery. Stop trying to cover off every responsive mode, every size tablet, every size mobile. I just go for desktop, tablet, mobile using the Elementor settings, and I just go with it, okay? We've never had issues. Customers never had issues. We care, but we don't care about everything because the world is always adapting and moving on. You know, one day there'll be a phone which is like that size or that size. You know, you can't do everything, but as long as you're in the ballpark area, it's pretty good. It should do. Hey, Unlocked Lord. Cooler maybe. I'm glad you got value, my friend. I'm glad you got value. But this is what we offer. My subjective view on landing pages and home pages. I don't know everything. And I'm sure there was stuff I said on there that you're going, I wouldn't go that far. I would have done it differently. And it's our opinion, it's our view. We're all entitled to it. That's just the way we are. But I know that if I looked at that website from scratch, I spot so much now. Whenever I open anyone's website or link, I look at it and the first thing I start going on is color scheme, palette, what's the theme, geometric, curved, triangular, borders, what's happening here? Do the colors make sense? Do the wording make sense? The impact words, where's the call to action, the hero banner? Does it feel like it's just loads of stuff chucked on a page? Or does it feel like they thought about it? And if they thought about it, I feel like I trust it more. It's like a shop. When you walk into a shop, right? You got two clothes shops. You got one, they're roughly the same price, but one shop, they've done a lot of attention to their windows, you know, the models, the clothing inside, everything. You go and it's clean, it feels good, everything feels good. You go into the other shop, they've got exactly the same clothes, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it was rushed. And when anything looks rushed, unless you're desperate and they've got a discount, you're probably going to go to the better shop. But that's what I would do. Soon, I stopped optimizing for people. Yeah, I mean, 49-inch widescreen monitor. We've chatted about this, haven't we? We have chatted. Too much at media. Too much at media to write. It just does your head in. Because, like, where do you stop? You know, at what point do you stop? And then someone says, oh, yeah, I connected my computer to my 80-inch TV. That's not ultra-widescreen. It's like now, you know, your proper TV ratio, like what we have here. 80-inch. And you're going to go, okay. The hero banner now is like, all over your face. You know, exploding all over you. Just go for the common market, right? What everyone, and you'll be fine. And Yichi, always use hello. Exactly. Always use hello. 99% of all of our websites are just hello and Elementor Pro. And rank math. And Auto-Optimize. And WP Fastest Cache. And sometimes asset cleanup. And that's about it. If it's WooCommerce, obviously got to use WooCommerce. And maybe Themify. If it's blog, we just still use just Elementor Pro. There was only 2 websites we've built where we used premium add-ons because we had to. Because there was something they did that we really needed and it was too complicated to code or do in Elementor Pro. We had to use premium add-ons. That was it. But we don't use add-ons. We don't need it. It's not needed. In terms of images, we don't use Smush or anything like that. We get our images, right? Doesn't matter if you've got 50 of them. You can do it all in one go. We go to bulkresizePhotos.com. We drop the images in, convert it to WebP. It does it like that. It then automatically downloads it into a zipped folder for us on our downloads. We unzip it and we stick it in our WordPress library, media library. Job done. I don't need, Philippines and hello, is it me you're looking for? You don't need Smush. You don't need to install Tiny PNG and all these other stuff into your WordPress plugin. It's bloat. You don't need it. Because half the time you're adding in advertisements for pros and stuff. You don't need to add any of that. Do it before. Now you might say, but what if I drop an image in and I hadn't compressed it? This will help me out. No, it won't. It won't. It will only do it so much. I have tested taking 10 images into WordPress and using their plugin. Then I did it on their website, TinyPNG. The TinyPNG website did better optimization than the plugin. And then you go to bulk resize photos, which does it into WebP. It's like 1/10 of the size of what you got out of TinyPNG. What are you doing, people? What are you doing? Too many people still on the Elementor Facebook group still go, OceanWP, Astra, Skelementor as well. Skelementor is even more bare bones. I mean, it's just a bone. It hasn't even got muscle. The fact is, there's nothing even attaching the bones together. You pick up a bone and the rest falls apart. It's that detached. But because Hello is built by the Elementor team, I trust it more. Because have you ever noticed that whenever there's an Elementor Pro update or whatever, there's always usually a Hello update very soon afterwards or at the same time? Have you noticed that? Keeping it in sync. I do not know how often Skelementor update or not. So Skelementor is meant to be better than Hello, but I bet it's only going to save you 1%, if that. If that at all. And it might not even save you anything either. So I trust my page builder, so I trust the theme they come up as well. All right. Sorry, that was probably high pitched then. Ocean WP is the most notorious plugin out there with issues when other plugins or Elementor updates. I don't care what anyone says. And you do a search for Ocean W times, it crops up as the culprit. Oh my God, I got a problem on my website. Oh, Elementor, what you doing? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Angry, angry. Ah. You get to the bottom of the trail in the comments. Ocean WP. So I do it. And Astra is okay if you're learning Elementor and you don't know what you're doing. You start off with their starter templates and whatever and you learn. But you could do that with Elementor as well. They have templates. Okay, I get it. Elementor Pro's templates are not the most amazing. I have to be honest. They could be so much better. And Astra does better templates. But if you want to learn how to build something, you just go into Elementor Pro. You use the blocks. You pull through a hero banner or a call to action or whatever. And you study it. Oh, okay, section, margin, padding, 1 column, 2 column. Oh, social sharing icons. Oh, I didn't know we could do that. You learn from it. You learn from it. And if they do something that you like, they did something with the social sharing icon that you liked, right-click it and click favorite. Not favorite. Global widget. Global widget, right? So you find something they did. Maybe they got an example of a hero banner and you love it. You right-click and you hit global widget. So whenever you open Element, it'll only work for that site. You got to remember this though, unless you use manage WP or something to set up like a standard template, whatever, right? You set up for your Elementor. When you're now working on the website, you want to do, I want to do a hero banner. like what they had. But I've already modified it a bit and I don't want to start again. You just go to global widget and it will be there. And then you just saved yourself time. Right, it's 1 o'clock. I'm just going to quickly go and grab something to eat. I will be back. I will be back in 2 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, all right? I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay? Are you enjoying this, by the way? Please let me know in the chat. If I come back and I don't see the fact that anyone's enjoying this, I'll be really upset and sad. Okay, I will be back, people. Back, people, I'm back. Ugh. Whoa, got to slide in here. Right, I'm back. Obviously, you know what I'm having for dinner. You know, Pepsi Max, which has actually been opened 2.5 hours ago. It's gone really warm and there's no fizz in there. And of course, I've just got about 20, just over 20 grams of peanuts. Okay, that's it, peanuts. I'll have a bigger meal, whatever, tonight later, but when I'm just sat at my desk, I don't like to eat a lot, because, like, well, it just gives you a big belly button. So if anyone on this at the minute is part of the 5-day challenge, okay, on the Facebook group, okay, the private group, you can go in now and start ask me anything, all right? So you want to ask anything about business or just generally stuff like that, please go in and do that. Because at 5 p.m. we got a live chat, but that's just for the people on the challenges. And I still need to edit Jason's video. See to edit Jason's video. But don't worry, Jason, it will be on... You're in the UK, aren't you? Yeah. It'll be midnight tonight it comes out. I can hear an echo in my room. Are you guys getting an echo? Are you getting an echo? Just got to quickly double check my Facebook messages because the messages pile in. Sorry if you can hear me eat right now. I'm really sorry about that. So come on, what is everyone up to right now? What are you all working on? Don't worry, Jason. It was just a lot of the stuff I say. I mean, obviously, like, you've watched how I went through Amoebis, yeah? I do it in a very objective manner, but I don't try to be overcritical or anything. But if I do think there's something that can be improved or worked on, it's about if I was in your shoes, what would I do to change it or make it look a little bit different to suit my way of presenting, which isn't the right way. You know, you don't have to agree or do anything I suggest, all right? It's just subjective. It's what I think. Picture quality's dropped. Okay. Let me just double check. What about now? How's the picture quality now? How's the picture quality now? It seems to say it's okay at the minute, the picture quality, but I don't know if that's just I don't know if that's just luck or chance. Cheers, Jason. So, someone who wants to do our Facebook challenge, but they don't want to use Facebook. Not Facebook challenge, our 5-day challenge, and we do it via a Facebook group, and we do the live chats and all of that. But they have no intention of using... it was like... they don't want to use Facebook, but... I find that very odd. Why doesn't someone not want to use Facebook? But I can't do much about that. Right, so Zedro. How would I design WooCommerce shop with $2,000 products? Your inspiration is from competitor websites. So if your product is to do with trainers or whatever, what are other trainer websites doing? Go and look at them. When it comes to the user experience, go and look at your competitors. Look at the next 3 or 4 websites which are similar-ish. Style, branding, colors, what's the pattern, how's their layout, what are they doing? And try to imitate it. Cool, Jason, I'm glad that's on. Try and see what they're doing, and can you imitate or be reasonably close? Can you do something like that? Oh, my cat's come in now. Also, have a think about that. You just need Elementor, hello, Themify plugin, and that's about it. But I get this question a lot. Where do I get inspiration from? Well, if you're thinking of building a website and you haven't checked out your competitor websites or have an idea for what you're going to present, you need to stop. Do not build the website. You need to take a step back and go and think about what are your competitors doing. Do you know what I mean? So you got to go see what are they doing? How are they presenting? What are they selling? What's the terminology, the narrative, the content, the color scheme, all of that. And that will tell you what you do. What question unanswered? What question are you referring to? Where is it? Let me go up. Can you type your question again? What's your question? Oh, your question. Can I always use hello and supplement it with plugins rather than use themes? Yes. Yes, always use hello. The only time we don't use hello is when we do a directory website. We use the My Listing theme. It's $59, theme forest, wicked. It's a wicked theme, not a plugin, it's a theme for My My listing for directories. Brilliant. Wicked. But that's the only time we don't use hello. That is the only time. In the early days, we used to do Astra hello, Astra hello. And then over a year ago, switched to just doing hello. And since then, there's only been 4 websites that we've done that are directory websites, okay? And we used a My Listing. Zedro, is it good to get inspiration from best shops in the industry? Yes, of course. Of course. It doesn't matter what country it is. You go to the best. And when I say best, it's the ones that you would rate as the best. Okay? What are they doing? What are they doing? You open them up, okay, and you go, of these 4 websites, okay, and if you've got a big screen, you open all 4 home pages up and you go, right, which one am I going to use more? Which one? And you make notes. Got it? Then you go to the shop page. Which one are you going to make notes? Which one are you going to use? Make notes. Go to the single product. Which one, whose style do you like? You make notes. Whose color scheme do you like? Whose logo do you like? You make notes. That is your inspiration. Yeah? It's like if someone said to you, I'm going to pay you to design a car. What are you going to do? You're going to look at all of the cars out there and you're going to go, oh, you know what? Is it going to be like the DeLorean? Is it going to be like a Lamborghini? Is it going to be like a BMW? What are you going for? What are you going for? What style are you going for? And when you're inspired, you'll go, oh, you know what? I want it to look like a Lamborghini, but I want it to have the wheels of a Range Rover, big, heavy-duty wheels, whatever, right? And I want the front grille to be like a Maserati or something, right? You take the best bits and you work it out. Yeah, no problems, Jason, go. Of course, feed the kids, feed the kids. When you set a background image and fix it, what's that? When you set a background image fixed, it increases the image by zooming in. I don't think I've got any answer for that, really. I don't think I've got any answer for that. I think that just might be... I don't think I have. I've never really gone in depth into looking into that. No, I'm not sure about that one, Blue Room. Who said 3 to 4 colours max? You could go to 5 if the logo has 5. If the logo has 5, you could go to 5. If the colours of the logo or the brand are 2 or 3, you go to 2 or 3. Right? You could even go for just black and white and grey or 2. I mean, what you got to think about, though, is like, let's say your colour is pink. You'll have pink, you'll have black, you'll have white, you'll have grey, and you might have another different pink offshoot colour that kind of ties into that. There's your 5. Right? Black, dark grey, light grey, and white. That's 4 colours already. You know, you can't discount them. And again, do you know the logo, Zedro? Do you know the logo? How many colours are in the logo? How many colours are in the logo? What? What is this? Someone just sending a message. You know when I sometimes write, when I'm writing comments or whatever, I say just use EL Pro. And then when people reply back to me and go, what's EL? And I'm like, Elementor. We're talking about Elementor. The subject is Elementor. You're in the Elementor community group. What did you think EL stood for? What did you think it stood for? EL, Elementor. It's like LOL. You know what? When LOL first came out, I thought it meant lots of love. When it first came out, right? When I was on Facebook and like friends were writing LOL after everything, I kept thinking, what? Why is this person saying lots of love to me? When I realised, laugh out loud. I was like, oh, now it makes sense. Green and white. Right. So black, grey, maybe another grey, white, green. There's your 5. What is your complementary colour for green? What shade of green is it? Dark green, light green, mid green, yellowy green, lime? You've got to think about all these things. Haha, East London. Very good, flipping son. Very good. Very witty. Right. So Z row, mid green. You're gonna have to have a darker green sometimes in some areas, and you're gonna have to have a lighter green, which is going to be the highlight color for your mid green. And you might need another color that complements green. So you need to go to, I don't know, go to Google and start saying green lounges, living rooms, and look at pictures. And when you see the green, I bet you in those greens there might be one cushion which is either yellow or pink, because pink goes really well with green, right? Yellow goes really well with green. Orange kind of does as well. So it might be that you got your website is mainly greys and blacks and whites and green, right? But you might then have the odd area where the button is a pink or something like that. And if all of this sounds new to you and you're not the sort of person who thinks about all of this, I think you need to take a step back. Before you start jumping into web design, you need to just start to study colours and things like that. And what goes with what, because it can make a big difference as to a page and the flow of the page. The flow of a page is so important. Okay? So important. Sorry, because you're watching me eat. By the way, people, you know, if you like the 2 videos I did Friday and Sunday, how to get a client, or how to help yourself get clients, rank math, and you have a blog website, please do create a blog. Create a blog called How to Get Clients and do a couple of paragraphs and then do a link to my video, how to use rank math. Do that, it's fine. You can link to my videos. So create a blog post. People might find your blog and read it. But if you want to do a link to the videos, go ahead. You don't have to ask for permission. Just do it. All right, go and do it. Blue room, emergency lighting. There's someone who sometimes joins this group called Eric Lopez. So he's EL as well. L. All right, take care, Zedro. You have a good day too. Right, just double check some of these. Hey, Anichi. Make sure you do those. Make sure you do your tasks, okay? For the 5-day challenge. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out. And we go into detail and we talk about businesses. How you can help yourself out. And we also answer questions. We also answer questions. Because questions are important. Let me see if there's any questions come through. Just in preparation. None. What's going on? Maybe no one has a question. Yo. I have loads of stuff to do today, actually. Loads of stuff. What's this? Ken Burn. See the new video we put out today about Ken Burns effect and how you can do it on any background section. It is a super useful video if you ever want to apply Ken Burns effect. Do you know what? I'm still hungry. Right. I want all of you to stay here. I'm back in 1 minute. I'm just going to go grab I'm back in 1 minute. I'm just going to go grab a protein bar, all right? And then you can, because this has gone flat. I need to get a new can. I'll be back in 1 minute. Hey everyone, I'm back. So my son Raheem, he was doing like 3 or 4 YouTube videos a day where he's doing a live recording of himself playing on the PlayStation 5. And the videos were all over the place. They were just random. No titles, no they were just randoms. And I said to him, I'm having my protein bar. Protein. Let me just open the door for my cat. Otherwise my cat will start scratching the door. Hey, you right, Strider? Whoa. Right. And he's doing random videos. Random. And he was getting 0 views. In 6 weeks, he did 160 videos. He sometimes does 5 videos a day. 0 views. I deleted all of those ones, right? Deleted them. And I said to him, right, do your videos with a topic and a focus. And he did that. And 2 videos he released, one yesterday and one the day before. He's already got 50 odd views, right? Extra subscribers. It's small. But the difference it makes when you do a focused video rather than, oh, I'm just going to record myself running around doing whatever. So, do you know how to make a vertical button? So, when you have a vertical button, are you going to have your text with the letters underneath one another? Because if you are, then what you do, and this sounds really, really like pathetic, is what you do is you put the words in. When you type in the content of the button, you type B break U break T break T O. You know, you do that and it goes like that. Do you mean that? Yeah. So that's what you do. So where it says click here for the button, you go in there and after every letter you do, you know, the angle backslash BR and then that other angled bracket like that. You do that. And it sounds convoluted, but that's how you do it. The trouble is, though, letters are not equal sized, are they? So, unless you use a font like maybe Railway where they're quite thin. Yeah, that's it, Ran. That one. Angle brackets. Unless you use something like Railway or something that's where the letters are roughly the same width, it won't look good. So if you use Montserrat, it will look awful because the letters are all different widths, aren't they? The other thing you can do is you do your word and then you rotate the button, but then your wording will go like that. Then it reads like that way or however you rotate it. It depends on the purpose of what you're trying to achieve with the vertical button. You can't put an image on chat. YouTube doesn't allow it, but can you email it here? And when you email it to, I'll put it on screen if you're okay with that. Only if you're okay with me putting it on screen, I'll put it on screen. But info at websquadron.co.uk. Our queen has got coronavirus. I really hope she's okay. Not everyone likes the monarchy and all that, but you know what? She's still the queen, no matter what anyone says, and I hope she's all right. Try it. It won't. I guarantee you, it won't come up because sometimes when people put a link, it doesn't work. So just send a link to that. Send a link to that email address. This is a protein bar. Look at it. It's just nuts. Peanuts. On top of a layer of chocolate. Right? Layer of chocolate. 10 grams of carbs. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I think it's 20 grams of protein. Hold on, where's the details gone? Yeah, so it's 10 grams of carbs and 10 grams of protein, which isn't bad. I don't eat a lot of protein, carbs, sorry. So go on, Blue Rim, email me. Oh, no, what have I done? There you go. Right, okay, cool. Are you happy with me sharing the screen, Cody? Right, so I'm just sharing Blue Room's website's working on. Let me just okay, so when you first come to the website, this is not there, and when you scroll down, you get to this. So what I'm going to say is there's a few things I would definitely do here. I would get rid of the blue button. Sorry, the yellow button, because the yellow button with this blue like container just looks really off, because it's you got the padding on it, it just looks off. And what I would do is I would actually make all of this yellow. So the button, okay, I would just make it a square button. Don't have it with any curves, just make it a square button, because this is all geometric. It's a very geometric website. Right angles everywhere. No need for curve here. Same with that button. It's just a straight button. So I would make this all yellow with blue writing. See more. And when you hover over it, then you could just go to blue. How you have it now, like that. And I would just do that. I would literally just do that, because I think that the curvature, it knocks it out a little bit for me. In fact, I'm going to move myself over here. So now it looks like I can almost touch the button. Look at that, I'm touching the button. Okay, so just take away that border in there. Just have it completely blue. No, completely yellow. A complete yellow rectangle, okay. You hover over it, it goes blue. That's what I would do. And I know what you mean by the wording. Is that Roboto? If that is Roboto, maybe try Railway as a font. I might be wrong, but I think it's Railway is quite equal in terms of width per letter. I would do that. But that's my tip. That's my tip of the day. It probably did not help you at all. But, or it might have done. I don't know. I hope that helps. It's just another opinion, another view. Let me just shut that down, because I've got loads of windows open now. Whoa, what's this? Go for it. Let me know when it's done and I'll click again. I mean, the yellow is quite... The yellow is quite in your face, though, isn't it? Because it's being used as a highlighter, and you could even argue that you're better off making the button blue And when you highlight, then it becomes yellow. Does that make sense? So I'm going to say to you, why don't you duplicate it so you've got 2 buttons, one underneath the other with a little bit of spacing, and make one of them yellow, and when you hover it's blue, and make the other one blue, and when you hover it becomes yellow. So you get to see which one works better for you. I think the blue would work better because it's there, but it's not in your face. Whereas when you have yellow, it sticks out too much. My eyes keep going to the yellow. But you want people to know about it, but not be distracted by it. You want them to study the content. The button is extra. Whereas yellow is like, look at me, look at me. I'm just answering some comments that have come in for our challenge and stuff. Sorry, that was me. That was me, Jason. Sorry. I was just saying that I'm only gonna be on here for another 20 minutes. I hit the mute. Let me show you. See that button there? When it comes back, so that mutes. And then I also have this button here, which activates these lights. You can see these lights here. So if I touch that, the lights go off. If I touch that, the lights come back on. It's just a fancy little feature. It's all right. I moved it just over here while I was eating, and I bet you could all hear my crunching noises. So I moved it, but I must have gone and hit like that. I hope the kids enjoyed their lunch. Are they on half term? Are they on half term? Mine's gone back today. Which is nice. I love my son, but sometimes I like the quiet as well. You can't deny the quiet. You can't deny that. Because the quiet is just too good. Yeah, half term this week. Seven more weeks of school until their next break. 7 weeks. Got to get it all done. Got to get lots done in those 7 weeks. So I've still got 2 videos to edit. We've got a live challenge chat at 5 o'clock. When my son gets back from school at 3:30, I've got to talk to him about his YouTube channel. I've got to talk to him about how he needs to be clearer when he talks and stop mumbling. He'll understand that I'm doing it for his benefit, by the way. Okay, he won't be upset by that. But I've got to talk to him about how he needs to just be clearer and not go, no, yeah, I'm going to do this and now I'm clicking here. Because I'm going to tell him, you're not in a band, okay? You're not singing a song. You've got to be clearer with what you're saying to people. Otherwise, they won't know. They won't hear you. They won't understand what you're talking about. So, be clear and concise with your speech. And get to the point. Like he did a recording earlier, and I said to him, we can't put that on. Before he went to school, he did a 10-minute one. And he's talking about how to do something in Fortnite, but the first 2 minutes of the video are just on the screen where it says Fortnite, hit X to start. So he's not even hit start. And then he goes through the loading. Then it goes to the choose your character. Then it goes to choose where you're going. Then you start. And I'm like, it takes 4 minutes before you're actually on the level. People don't want to waste time sat there. He goes, yeah, but I'm telling them important stuff. I went, well, do that when you're in the game. So as you're walking off to where you want to do what you're going to do, talk then. Don't talk about it and let them stare at her. I haven't even gone into the game yet. Like, they're not going to stick around. Customer projects. Yes, so we're going to be working on potentially 4 Woocommerce websites for someone. Potentially. We've got to just get one out the door, and then the other 3 will come in straight after that. We've got a cabin booking website that we've got to close off next week, hopefully. Or in a couple of weeks. And we've got a building construction website that we've got to do as well. That we're going to start working on as well. So we got that one to do. And we're closing off another construction website. So one of them's concrete that we've got to start. And another one is they do AstroTurf and all that stuff nationally. Big company. They've even done stuff for the national English football team. So we got to finish off their website. That one's been going on a while because we're waiting for them to get us content. So we got quite a few on. And there's a physiotherapy one who might come back to us to change their website. And that's it. I mean, normally I like to always try and find or get leads or find people or people contact us for a website. But at the minute, we've got quite a bit on. And because we still need to finish off and start a few websites, I don't like to take on too many. Because otherwise you hit this point where you have a backlog and your brain gets a little bit warped. Because you start thinking, oh, I got to do this, got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. And then the solutions start to muddy up and merge. And your brain gets into a frazzle. So don't like to have too much. Hey, Lanzarote. Hey, Dampf unter Palmen. Is that your name? Dampf. You won't believe how many people have contacted me today on Facebook Messenger and they've gone, oh, can you help us out? Can you do some private work for us? And I go, yeah, okay. 2 hours, 3 hours work. This is what it will cost. And they kind of go, they don't even reply. They disappear. And it's like, just because I do the YouTube videos for free and the live chats for free, dedicated one-to-one support on your website, you gotta pay for it. And a lot of them don't want to know. To be honest, Jason, a lot of these websites, they're not the most exciting, are they? Look, I've got to be honest here, okay? Construction, booking here and there, Woocommerce, they're not the most exciting. I prefer it when I'm working on a website where it's something to do with technology, something new, funky, a gadget. And I'll tell you why. Those websites want to be different, crazy, explosive, amazing. Woocommerce, it's just Woocommerce grid and all that. Blah, 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 blah. Construction, it's just headers, sections, images, text, narrative, services, whatever. Contact us, right? Bookings, here's where you stay, here's the rooms, booking, blah, 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 blah. They're a bit boring. You got to be honest, they are boring, aren't they? But when you work with someone where they're happy to they want to have like jagged pages, or they want to have bits that are popping out kind of thing, not pop-outs. I mean like the images, they're crossing sections. There's, they're just modern. Tron, they're all super amazing. They're the kind of websites I love, because that's where you really get to be creative. I've seen people who are amazing web designers. You look at their website and what they can do, they are wicked. And then you look at the portfolio and you go, that just looks like an Astra template. Like shops, Stormwind. It's just, they're just ugly, right? Yeah, the National is good. However, I don't think we want to work with another national company again if they take their time the way, some people do to get stuff done. Because they're so busy, even though you've mapped out what happens when, they're so busy, you got to wait for them. And it just drags on. We've had 20 storms in the UK before we even finish. Yeah, I mean, I get jealous when I see someone that's created an amazing website for an amazing client and you go, oh, I wish we had something like that. What do we charge per hour? So Blue Room, we charge £120 an hour, which sounds like a lot, but I've been told we're too cheap. I've been told that based on our credentials, reputation, what we do and how we operate and blah, 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 we're too cheap. And I know people who work on websites or hosting, whatever, they charge a lot more than that. And I know it sounds a lot, but 15-minute dedicated one-to-one would be £30. 30 minutes would be 60. 1 hour is 120. Half a day we might do for 480-ish, 360, 480, depending on the amount of work. A full day, we're going up into the 860, 920 bracket now. And people might say, that's like £1,000 a day. Well, yeah. Hate to say it, but if you want our dedicated support and all that, and I have to explain to people, I'm not just sat there doing nothing. I'm recording videos. I'm talking to people, other experts. I've got clients. I'm finding clients. I'm ringing clients. I'm talking to clients. I've got websites to build. I do live chats, engagement, helping people out in the community, all this stuff. If you take up 1 hour of my time, I can't do any of this. Any of this, right? There might have been a job that I could have won if I had been there at the right time, but I missed out. So for me, it's like, that's the charge. Oh, is that what you charge too, Blue, when you say snap? Or have you just broken your back? What have you done? Has your desk collapsed and you're now on the floor? Get up. Get up. Rise from the ashes. Is that what you charge, Blue Room? I think it's good to know if you do, and like, you know, other people get an idea. Because in the old days, I'd be like, yeah, an hour's work, 40 quid. And now I realise, my God, we were really undercutting ourselves back then, or undervaluing, sorry, not undercut, undervaluing ourselves. Yeah. And you know what? If people want to pay that, we know they're serious. And if people don't, we don't. The amount of people that contact me and they go, oh, bro, they call me bro. I'm not their brother. Bro, I need your help. I go, okay. That's $120, pounds, or $240 because it's a couple of hours work. I'm like, what? But I'm only getting paid $50 for the whole website. I can't afford that. Then you need to go and speak to someone in your economy or of the same, you know, Fiverr market or wherever you're working who will support you. Because if I start doing work for you for 2 hours for $10, I might as well stood outside with a basket saying, please, I need money. I'd probably make more there in an hour than you're going to pay me for 2 hours. Probably not, but you know, there and thereabouts. Hey, how you doing, Michelle? Mishael. It's Mishael, isn't it? You got a cool name, Mishael Dosomu. That's a cool name. No probs. Today's session, if you watch it on replay or you haven't seen it, the first quarter, half, third of it was we went through someone's photography website. We did a live review and I shared the screen so everyone could see the website. We did all that. So I'm now using OBS for the live chat. So if ever we want to look at a website, whatever we can. But I'm not going to do that again because I am planning to stop this live chat in 5 minutes. Because I've got other stuff to get on with. I need to focus on that because I'm not, if it's difficult to, I'm doing work, by the way, as I'm talking to you all. I am typing and doing stuff as well. But to edit a video takes solid dedication. And I could do it, but I find I deviate too much. If you know what I mean. Because it's all about the dedication. Dedication's what you need if you want to be a record breaker. Anyone here watch The Righteous Gemstones? Season 1, oh, it was amazing. Season 2 is so funny as well. It's not going to be to everyone's taste. Not everyone likes Danny McBride. And Danny McBride is one of those actors that is so annoying. I don't like the look of him or anything, but the stuff he's in, This Is the End, Vice Principals, The Righteous Gemstones. He is funny. He is one hell of a funny asshole. But he is funny. So Michelle, I was wondering if by any chance you can recommend any WooCommerce delivery date plugin. I need to double check. There was one I remember we nearly used for someone and we didn't in the end because they didn't want it. I need to double check. Have you done a Google search? What you do, yeah, whenever I want to find the best plugin, I go to Google and I search for, say, WooCommerce delivery date plugin, right? But when you get the results in Google, you go to filter and you filter for this month. I don't want to know about last year or 5 years ago. You go for this month. And 9 times out of 10, there will be loads of people that have done a review of the best plugins for that. So you're going to get up-to-date info about what is the latest, what's good to use. So if anyone is looking for appointment booking systems, you say appointment booking plugin, right? And you go to Google and you filter for the latest month. It will give you the latest stuff, the latest blog post maybe that's been updated, or maybe someone's just done a video or whatever. And you read and watch that and you will get up-to-date information. Not last year's, hey Ibrahim, you're right. You're back. You're back. What's up? What do you want to know? I'm only going to be live for about 2 or 3 more minutes, by the way, and then I won't be live again, by the way, today. I'll probably be live again tomorrow, I think, ish. Exactly, Michelle. That's what you do. You see, these are the tips. This is what I do. When someone says to me, I want this, and I don't know what to use, I just go to Google, this month search. If I have to open it up to the year, because there's nothing, I'll open it up to the year. But I don't just do a broad search. I don't want to know about what someone said 4 years ago. Because what was good 4 years ago might not even be relevant now. And you don't want to sit there reading and going, oh yeah, this will do it. And then you go and get it and it goes, this plugin is deactivated. The developers have run off. You know, you want to get stuff that you know has got a life, has got a long shelf life. Be careful of brand new plugins unless you know it's been built by a solid hardcore company. Because if you build your website using a brand new plugin that's by not a big company and they go under and that plugin has conflict or an issue, you're screwed. So always go for established plugins or a company that you know are still going to be here in 5-10 years' time. Well, you don't know that, but you got to assume, haven't you? You got to assume. Exactly. Hey, Omebi, I'm back from... Oh, okay. Do you want me to go in, Omebi? Do you want me to share the screen quickly? Do you want me to share the screen? What's King Composer? I don't know that, George. What's King Composer? What is King Composer? Right, you okay? Do you want me to go in, Amoebi? Give me the yeah. Give me the yes or no. Give me the yes or no. I'll go in, Amoebi. I'll tell you what, maybe I'm going to go in, all right? Because we did talk about it earlier, so I'm going to go in, all right? King Composer is a page builder, George. What the heck is that? Sounds like Visual Composer. Sounds like a premium version of Visual Composer. Right, okay, so your logo, you still need to find or get a copy of the logo where it's not faded, okay? Because it still feels too weak. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Not updated in 3 years. Yeah, George. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Right, okay, Amoebi. Your logo, you still got to get that sorted out, right? That is better spacing. However, you see the spacing here is too big. The spacing you've got here needs to be the same here. So pull all of this back to here. That is my opinion. But if I was building it, that is what I would do. So whatever space you've got here, bring it back, because that would mean your contact would start about here. It's literally like halving the space a little bit. Halving the space. Capture the beauty and simplicity. Okay. You know this here? Capture the beauty and simplicity. Can you see this bit here? There. Can you add a breakpoint? So go into your header, go into your content, or just do it here on the screen. Just hit return. Get that to go. It's 2 line, but you've got too much going that way and just 1 word here. It just looks... How to explain it? It just looks like an afterthought. Like, look, I'm extending your screen, right? Oh, actually, I can see that. Yeah, okay, you have got it. Right, what you need to do, is I would just hit return. I would put a return in there and get that onto the second line, okay? Whoa, Divi did not work, George. Well, you did it in Elementor, so good on you, all right? Good on you. Right, let's scroll down. Yeah, look, there you go. You got the button. See, look, that is better as a transition with the buttons, right? That's a better transition, right? I would still make this image smaller. This image is still too big for me. There's too much here, and there's just too much here. And I'm even tempted to say that, you know this, I would have that in white font over the image. Maybe make this a column. You know the way you've done this? I would do that because this image still needs to be smaller, Amoebi. Okay, still make that smaller. I'm now actually going to say, yeah, and you're going to hate me for this, Amoebi, yeah? Don't worry about the page speed, but make this smaller, okay? Make this smaller. And also, you know here, get rid of the word events. Just have corporate. Just have corporate. We get it. We get it. Take out the word events. Get this all to be one line now, because it's going to look better. One line. Okay? One line. And I would make these center. See here, it's not equal. Big space, little space. Little space, big. Make it center. Make it center. One line. Yeah, that's better. That's better. See the effect is better, isn't it, than masonry? Better, better, better. That is better as well because it's a thinner line. It's not so much in your face. This space here, shrink that down. It's too far. Fill the form below. It's too far. Shrink that down. You know, yeah, shrink that down. Yeah, that's better. That is better now. So you're on the right path, my friend, okay? You're on the right path. Yeah, it's not even Anna's saying, but the image, you got to make that image smaller, okay? Make all of the text one line, so get rid of the word events, and shrink the gap between your contact form. And look at that! And your first line, capture the beauty in simplicity. Hit a return after the. So capture the beauty and simplicity is the second line. Capture the beauty and simplicity. It becomes more of an impact statement. It's like in your face kind of thing. Okay. Okay. Look, everyone. I've got to sign off now. I've got to crack on with some other stuff. Okay. I shall see you all soon. For those that are part of the 5-day challenge, I'll see you at 5 p.m. You know what you're getting now. People who've never spoken to me are going to go, huh? What is this guy on? But look, I hope this has been good. Helps everyone out. Helped it's kind of brought a bit of life into a quiet day, or it's annoyed the crap out of you. All right, look, everyone, yeah, take care. I'm going to stop this now. And I'll see you all soon, hopefully tomorrow. But take care. Any of the videos that we've done in the last few days, how to get a client using rank math. If you want to do a blog about it in your website, do it. Share it on your social media. Do what you want, okay? And Jason, your video is coming out. I haven't even edited it yet, but your video is coming out in 10 hours. 10 hours, my friend. Ha ha! Right, I'll see you all later. All right, take care. See you later, Ran.